Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's U.S. Open Cup debate. I'm your moderator, John Benton, and representing the great city of Chicago is Simon Board, and on behalf of Seattle, we have Jason Segini. Let's start with the topic that affects us all, energy. As we rely more and more on expensive foreign oil, Mr. Board, you seem to have found a solution. Expound on the concept of wind energy and why it's a viable strategy to win this match.
We know Seattle, how they think. They think they're hip. They call themselves green, but they don't think green. In Chicago, we are a model of efficiency. Dominic Oduro was laying on the scrap heap of MLS. We took him, and in one of the biggest recycling projects in MLS history, we transformed him into double-digit goals. We paired him with another Ghanaian, Patrick Nyarko, and when they get going on your carpet at CenturyLink Field, they're going to be Ghana, gone.
Mr. Segini, a rebuttal?
Speed is a valuable resource, as Mr. Board points out, but it's not one that's exclusive to the city of Chicago. We've seen it from other candidates before. Bunbury and Kamara in Kansas City, Davies in DC. They all came to CenturyLink and they left with the same thing, a loss. All this speed, all this energy, it will be spent on the wrong side of the field, while the Sounders stay the course, dominate possession, and pick apart the lesser candidate.
Very good. Mr. Segini, we'll stick with you for the second question. You've made the environment a focal point for your campaign. Tell us, what role will CenturyLink Field play in this match?
Well, Mr. Borg will stand up here and try to debunk the notion of home field advantage with ad hominem attacks. I offer you only facts. Facts. The Seattle Sounders are 9-0 at home in the U.S. Open Cup. Fact. The Chicago Fire have never won in Seattle. These hard facts back my argument that home field advantage will be a key factor in this battle that favors Seattle.
Mr. Board, how will your team counteract this?
Johnny-come-lately here is clubbing us over the head with facts. Well, I'll give him a few of his own. The Chicago Fire, they've played in NFL stadiums before. Remember Soldier Field? We've played in front of 30,000 plus people. This club, Chicago Fire, formed in 1997, before many of your fans were even born. And what he fails to understand is that in Seattle, that turf makes it a track meet, and we win the track meet. And don't make it sound like Seattle has dominated the Chicago Fire. Last year, you needed 2 late goals. And if you plan on leaving it late on Tuesday, you're in trouble, Seattle.
Finally, we have to discuss leadership heading into this match. The question, Mr. Board, how will the more experienced members of your team and the coaching cabinet affect the outcome of the game?
John, when election time rolls around, what Americans want is experience. They want to know when the chips are down, when the odds are stacked against you, there's someone who knows how to get the job done. And at the heart of our party, we have 2 grizzled veterans who've been through the wars. I'm talking about Pavel Pardo and Logan Pauls. P&P, patience and panache, power and possession, popular people. And on Tuesday night in Seattle, these model citizens, they'll take us through.
Mr. Segini, your response?
We continue to hear the same rhetoric from my opponent on each topic, time and time again, using propaganda to mask the facts. Fact. The only coach out there on Tuesday that's won 3 U.S. Open Cup championships will be on the Seattle bench. Fact. The only team with returning players who've won a U.S. Open Cup championship will be wearing green. Go with a proven leader, a proven team. Sigi Schmidt and the Seattle Sounders.
Very well, gentlemen. We've come to the conclusion of our debate, but I offer you both closing comments before we go. Mr. Board, you have the floor.
Earlier this year, we hit rock bottom. They were making fun of us for all the points we split so many times. They thought we couldn't rise up again. What we did is we brought in Frank Lopez, an original, and he told us, yes, we can. They doubted us when we brought Sebastian Grassini in. And we showed them again, yes we can. My opponent here, all they care about is almighty green. More like the greenback, the way they bought their way to the US Open Cup final. But this is not about waging class warfare, no. In Chicago, we believe in tradition. We believe in the history, and we've won this thing 4 times, soon to be a 5th. So your 30,000 people in Seattle, get ready to genuflect. Get ready to pay homage to the kings of the cup. That's right, the kings of the cup.
Thank you, Mr. Board. And now, Mr. Segini, your closing remarks.
City to city, my opponent's story changes. Back home in front of his constituency in Chicago, home field advantage is important, and it's appreciated. And now he's flip-flopping. Mr. Borg is understandably grasping at straws. Seattle only won the games last year by 1 goal. Underdogs are underdogs for a reason. They only win when complacency overcomes the favorite. Will Seattle become complacent? A record-breaking crowd behind them, a determined and experienced head coach in front of them, and on the front lines, men with a proven track record. That means 2 things. Come Super Tuesday, complacency has no part at CenturyLink Field, and Seattle will complete the three-peat.
Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you for a rousing debate today. Some very interesting arguments put forth for all the supporters out there to consider. A reminder, the US Open Cup begins at 10 p.m. Eastern on Super Tuesday, October 4th, and will be broadcast live on Fox Soccer. We'll also be offering a live chat on MLSsoccer.com for all the supporters to sound off. Thank you so much for tuning in, and gentlemen, good luck.